AO's moving from. So yeah, let's just have a time and look at this straight breakdown. I really hope it's gonna change your approach in the market, change your approach to the market. Yeah. So the trade was a decent trade, yeah, over 50R, as you can see, yeah, plus 55 restore ratio, a decent win, yeah. So it is what it is. So the basis of this analysis, the basis, the most like most thing that played out much in this trade was me developing my bias based on the order flow. Yeah. So breaking down this, I'm going to cover up on a multi-time frame analysis. As you can see, this trade was broken down from like was achieved from analysis from a 10D time frame, breaking down all to 7 minutes, 4 minutes time frame. Yeah. So it is what it is. I'm gonna start my 10D time frame. First of all, let's just take on the reply about play mode. Yes, cut this to that point. Still, yeah, I think this will work. Let's just do this. Okay. So yeah. So as I stated, the analysis on this trade start from the 10-day time frame. So as you can see, this is a valid area of demand. I mean, valid area of supply on the 10-day time frame. So this was the previous buying candle before it was engulfed, and crazy selling action proceeded on the 10-day time frame, proceeded taking out structural low. So this is a valid reasoning to call this an area of supply. So considering this area of supply, you can see the area of supply was respected. Supply was respected. So based on the high time frame analysis, we know who is in control, basically, because area of supply is holding. So the one who is in control in this market is sellers. So let me just put this here. Control is this. Why? Because we had an area of supply holding, then the supply was respected. So to affirm this and achieve a valid area or a valid order flow perspective of this market, we need to see more areas of supply being respected of this market. Yeah? So dropping down to a much lower time frame, which is in this case is 2D because I was dealing with the 10D time frame. Yeah. We have a decent area of supply. So yeah. And so this is another area of supply. This was a previous buying candle before a complete engulf action that proceeded and multiple breakout structures to the downside. So this is another valid area of supply. So what I want to see is this area of supply to be respected as well to develop my bias or my order flow to bearish. Yeah? So my approach when price came to this, it's clean rejection, dropping down 1D to all the way down. You can see that price sort of acting up some rejection on this area, rejecting 50% of this, doing some price action. That this area of supply is still not disrespected, yeah, and the price action on it is favoring, like giving signals that right now bears are just I mean, bullish. The bulls are sort of losing control of the market. So this is a bear zone, a bear stronghold zone. So for this, for us to call the market to be bullish, we need to see this area of supply to be invalidated. So at this point, I'll rather side on to the sellers, of course, with confirmation, rather than just going with bulls, even though dropping down the full hour time frame, you can see the market is sort of bullish here. Market is making high highs and all that stuff. The lows are being respected. You can see the impulse, all that stuff here. Other than me getting myself with a bullish perspective of this market, I decided to make my mind on looking for shorts in this market, yeah, because we are in an area of supply. To just to find some confirmations to proceed with the order flow, because on the TND time frame supply it was respected. Now, what is expected from this area is that this 2D area of supply to be respected as well. So the price action over here gives us some indication that sellers are now approaching the market, because you can see, let's go on the 1 hour time frame, complete price action. This was a fast short after price came into contact with this area of supply. So right now we have short to be some areas of liquidity. So we have a fast short swept out here. You can see a swip that traders that traded this change of character, short traders, whoever they're going to call themselves right now, but it's not safe right now to trade instant shorts on area of supply or demand. Yeah. So the fast short was swept out, and now we can see a price building up some area of liquidity and all that stuff. So dealing in this zone over here, we can see a price building up. This area of retail support or retail resistance as well, whatever you're going to call this. Retail traders gonna look this as point of retail support and retail resistance, yeah, in that times, yeah. So this is resistance in what they call it, yeah. So this to me was a zone of liquidity, and what I expected it to happen did do, like the market did do what is expected to work as per the books of smart money trading. This area was swept out, and we had breaker structures underneath. So dropping down onto the 25 minutes time frame, I had a neat area of supply that I built up my bias on. So price came into contact with this area of supply, sold off. Here, I want you to open your eyes again. Yeah, just the same concepts repeat itself again and again. So this is what I call right now reversal schematic. Reversal schematics. RQ. So price took out this lows and all that stuff, printing out this schematic over here induces people to buy from the market. So this was basically a zone of liquidity. So for me, I marked this out as liquidity area, and then price came into contact with this area of 25 valid supply. So again, continuation of order flow from a 10D to a 2D to 25 minutes area of supply. So we have 25 minutes. 5 minutes area supply, yeah. So what we have in mind is grabbing those souls from this point here. So for me, after taking out this liquidity, this was my first entry. Yeah, maybe out of form or maybe all the stuff, yeah. So I was convinced enough that yeah, a continuation will do. Because we took out this liquidity, it mitigated this area of supply. We had this fast impact over here, fast touch. So this, I had in my mind that this was a sweep action in. So it is what it is. I was convinced to sell from this point. I took my souls. It was a decent about 1 to 10 hour, I believe. Let's just drop down see some, because I was convinced enough how to my smart many seller strap and retrap buyers as well. So I took my source from this point, and I believe from that point here. You can see this and 10R, something like that, yeah. So this is a valid win at to some traders, some school of traders that target 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to all that stuff. Even smart man trading 1 to 10 is a decent win, yeah. So it is what it is. The trade reversed on me. It took some partial or whatever. So that was not the case. So price came back to this area of supply again on this 25 minutes. Swept out all the sellers or whatever. Yeah, so we had another sweep action over here. Same concept here. So this area of 25 minutes was respected. So I have every chance, every reason to still have my bias to souls here, because the order flow was not ruined yet. Yeah. Or like there's no reverse on the order flow. We didn't have any control shifts like against my initial order flow, which is sells in this case. Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah, sure. So yeah, no supply area that is going to go against the order flow, yeah. So still my bias will be stuck to souls, yeah. So dropping down to after the sweep action, dropping down to lower time frame analysis, and dropping down to the 5 minutes here, I had record structure, and we proceeded to take out a valid area of demand. Was it on the 12th minute? I remember the actual 8. Somehow I remember the actual areas. So this the 8 minutes also is a valid area of demand, because this is a previous selling candle before it was engulfed and proceeded to take out multiple structures, taking out the Asian high. And yeah, so this is somehow a valid area of demand. So after this, in case now like buyers just don't have it in this market because supply was holding and this area of demand was disrespected. So my next stop is getting myself into souls from a distant area of supply. So in this case, LT, this is another distant area of liquidity. This is what we call flip the switch, swip the flip, yeah. So this is the previous, maybe let's see in the 10 minutes, was this valid? Yeah, so in the 10 minutes, this is a valid area of supply. But this was just before, like just after this area of demand was respected. This was the next area of the opposite order block, yeah. So this is what we call the flip. Previously, this concept of flip was a tradable concept, profitable concept of trading. But right now, smart money went to be smart money. Everyone using it now. This flip concept right now is that doesn't have that much of a win rate right now. So I just like to mark it up as a zone of liquidity. So as you can see, this flip was swept, and this will be traps, seller's trap, smart money trap. So yeah, and this was an extreme area of supply. After this, sellers are trapped over here. Yeah, now price respected this area of supply, lower time frame supply. So you can, if you still have the order flow concept in mind, you can see like you're moving from supply to supply, you get decent supply from supply to supply. Yeah. So now this was my area, my POR area, that I was looking next to have my sales from. Yeah. 30 minutes, it's valid. Previous setting action. Previous bind candle before it was engulfed, we have internal breakout structure. I believe on the previous video that I made on gold, I indicated that internal structure validates an order block here. You just don't have to have majorly or sweet like substructure low to be taken out. Internal structure is enough to validate an order block. So yeah, I had my limit on the 50% of the order block. It is what it is. Stops just above the order block, and simple like that. Order flow to order flow, nothing more. Yeah, that's the 55 R risk to ratio that I had this week. It is what it is. See you again.